A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve.
My name is Danielle Desart, and for my oral history project, I have interviewed my father, Joseph Desart, about the terrorist attacks that happened September 11th, 2001. We discussed the point of view from an average person looking onto the devastating attacks and got his opinions on topics such as airport security, terrorism, and many more. 9/11 is commonly used to talk about the terrorist attacks that took place on Tuesday, September 11, 2001. Islamic extremist group Al-Qaeda, founded by Osama bin Laden, was responsible for these attacks. Osama bin Laden was born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 1957 or 1958. He went to school in Jeddah, married young, and like most, joined the Islamist Muslim Brotherhood. The terrorist group Al-Qaeda had hijacked 4 planes, 2 that attacked the World Trade Center in New York, while the other had crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. The last plane hit the west side of the Pentagon. Most of the hijackers had arrived on a student or business visa prior to the attack. The World Trade Center was finished being built in 1973. They both stood at 110 stories each. It had about 50,000 workers and 200,000 visitors daily. It was a top tourist attraction and was a symbol of New York City's and America's devotion to new innovations in the future. The Pentagon is a 5-sided building in Arlington County, Virginia. It is the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense, including 3 military types: Army, Navy, and Air Force. The Pentagon symbolizes the United States' economic power and prosperity. It shows as symbol for American military power. Al-Qaeda's attacks were in retaliation for American support of Israel, its involvement in the Persian Gulf War, and its continued military presence in the Middle East. After the attack, Osama had wrote a letter to America explaining the reasons for the attacks. This was called the Letter to America.
Hi, I'm Joe Desart. I'm Danny's dad. Hi, how you doing? We didn't know it was a first building or second building, but we were living in West New York, New Jersey. Beautiful view facing New York City, and we were able to see the smoke. And then my wife was saying, "Hey, listen, this looks like something happened." And then when I took a look, I thought the nuclear bomb was dropped or something. And but we didn't know anything. Nobody knows. Nobody knew anything at all. After a while, and then watching the news, and they said, "Well, a second plane just hit. It looks like it's a terror attack." So but it changed my life. It was very devastating. I will never forget that moment. I was upstairs, and then I was doing a certification, a cyberspace certification. I was studying for the certification, and then my wife called me down, and this is when we took a look at the window, and we saw the smokes. Not really, but I have a very funny story. I could share with you guys. 1 month before the attack, I was looking for a job at Tower 2 World Trade Center with a company, consulting company called Martin Progressive. And I didn't take the job because they wanted to give me $70 an hour and I wanted 80. So the $10 discrepancy, that's probably what saved my life. If I were to take that job, I would have been perished. But I didn't really know anybody per se that perished at that attack. As I said before, it changed me. That a lot of people hate Americans, and we have to be careful when we travel, even at home, and don't trust anybody. That's that my thinking of it. That's how it changed me, and it's very scary. Life is short. Appreciate and love everybody around you. I agree. It should have been that security uh, in place before the attack happened. It's one of the things that we do. I think American. That's not practically very good. We have to wait until something happens before we set security measures. Security measures has to be set before things happen. Or too old. I was 47 years old.
Um,
The smoke, we couldn't see anything on Wall Street. It was dark and smoky. Of course,
how?
by taking proper security measures, everybody has to be validated with proof of ID. One thing I kind of like with Trump, I'm sorry to say that, Daniel, everybody just couldn't come in to the country, and then we don't know what they have, who they are. We don't know what intention they have to coming in. So those things have to be put in place. Was it ever safe? But in terms of when you look at other countries, we are the safest country in the world. We just have to continue, maintain that security level so we could stay safe as we can be. It's like a little bit of numb, what to think, what to do. It's like, wow, what is it? Are we being attacked? Was it an inside job? Because what came to my mind, a plane cannot come from Boston and fly like 3 hours without being detected and to hit the building. Same thing from Newark. How could a plane took off and then if you don't see anything, don't do anything, it's after the fact, and it was like, oh, this plane took off and hit. So it looks to me still a little spooky. It's looked to me there was some kind of inside information. Some people did know, but the general public was left in darkness.